Hey y'all, it's Taylor from tattooedteacherplans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm memory keeping the week of October 11th through the, I don't know. I don't have this dated planner. 17th. That's it. 17th. Okay, so something I just realized in this planner, because I thought I accidentally skipped a week. No, I did not. Because it is undated, which I love that it's undated, and I love the blank slate. But I did the first week of October, and here's the second week. I just turned to the first blank page, I think, and it was the end of September, turns out. That's okay, though. I've got all my weeks covered. I'll just laugh about that every time I look at it. So I have a really cute kit to use this week. It's fun. It's going to push me a little bit creatively because it doesn't have everything that normal kits that I use have. So I'm just going to show you those sheets and then what I'm going to do with the washi and stuff. So here is the first sheet with some full boxes, and here's the other 4 full boxes. And we've got some half boxes here, some little banners. These are super cute. I love the little highlight of my day. I want to use a couple of those. And then here's the washi. So what I did is I already cut it. Someone had a brilliant idea when I showed this in my October kits video, which I will try to link down below if you want to check that out. But they said, why don't you cut these strips so that it's matching on both sides? Because that's one of the things that I was kind of not worried about, but I just didn't know if I was going to like it. And that's going to work perfectly. So I'm going to use 3 strips of washi, I think. There's a cute little weekend banner. We have some more boxes here, some deco. And then this page has the date covers, which I don't have a space to put the numbers on them, but I think that's okay for this week. And then some bigger deco and some more boxes and stuff. So it's super cute. This is based on, I didn't even say, this is C. Amy Draw's kit, Murder, or Makeup Murder Vertical Kit. And this is based on Bailey Sarian on YouTube. I love her so much. She's so fun. This is the washi that I pulled to incorporate because I didn't really want to bring in any foil, but I love these washi and I don't use them enough. So I've got, these are from Simply Gilded. I don't know if you can see those. They have very subtle patterns. So this top one has bows. It's really hard to see. Then this one has cheetah print, and then these are the matching in the smaller size of the bows and the cheetah print. So I'm going to see which one I need, because I might need the thicker one for the bottom washi or the thinner. I don't know. We're going to just play it by ear. And yeah, so I think we're ready to start memory keeping this week. So let's get started. So I'm going to have to pull in some creativity here, but we're going to make it work. I'm going to start with this Simply Gilded washi. I'm going to use the thicker one. I'm going to lay that down first and work my way up because I wasn't sure how much space was kind of needed on each side. So I just laid this one down. I love it. You can barely see the embossed bows on it, but when the light hits it just right, it looks so cool. And then I'm layering these 2 strips right above that, and I didn't go in any specific order or anything. I just laid them down. I really like this layered look sometimes, and it's kind of fun to mix it up. And especially for this week, actually this doesn't have bows, embossed bows. I picked the cheetah, which looks so good, by the way. But anyway, I love the look of this. I don't do it all the time, but I just think it looks cool. And then I'm just trimming off the excess there at the end. Then we're going to go to glitter headers, I believe, and we're going to just rifle through my stash here. I ended up finding a good purple, and it was a lighter purple too, which I kind of wanted to bring in a bit of lightness to the spread because there is a lot of deep purples and darkness. So I'm putting those across the top and they match the spread perfectly, and just kind of bring everything together up there at the top. The only thing that's weird about these date covers is there's nowhere to put the date. So I just kind of went with it, and you can't really tell what week this is, but it just is. I guess looking at the plans and stuff, I remember, specifically which week it was, but yeah, it's just a random week in October. And then I just popped in the cute little weekend banner, and then we're going to go to the sidebar and set that up. So I started with this box that says make good choices, which I love that phrase. I use it in my own life from time to time, sometimes with my students. So I'm just going to layer that. Well, not even really layer. I'm just going to use the handcuffs and then put the October script right beside it. I think that works. And then I'm going to put in at the bottom, I pulled in, at first I was going to try some deco, but it just wasn't really working how I wanted it to. So I pulled in this purple square box, not square, but you know what I mean. It's like squared off with a border. And then I put in a half box here for my favorite moments of the week. And then I added in a little bit of deco there, that's a lot of like yellow crime scene tape for the sidebar, but I mean, it's fine. It's good. Okay, starting on Monday. So this week started with kind of 2 days off of work. And so I was saying goodbye to my family on this day as they were going back home. So I have a picture here from the pumpkin patch that we went to on Sunday. I just had it left over from the previous spread, and so I just popped that in. I thought that was really cute with my sisters and my nephews. And then I put a cute little Once More with Love munchkin in to put me just like crying into a puddle, because I always cry when my family leaves. No matter what, always cry. So I cried when my mom left and my sister, and then when my other sister left with her boys, I cried then too. I can't help myself. And then I have this cute picture of me holding Stellan. He's so cute. And he was laughing and I was like, you know, tickling him, and it was just so cute. Okay, so then I put in this image. So this day was Indigenous Peoples Day. I had this script sticker that I really wanted to use, but it was just a little bit too big for the space, and it wasn't really working anywhere that I wanted it to, and it was also on clear paper. So I ended up just cutting apart the words and then just kind of piecing them together in this spot. So it's not great, but it works, and I just really wanted to note that it was Indigenous Peoples Day. The day is just like sitting there off at the end, but it's fine. And then moving on to Tuesday. So this was a day off for me, like I mentioned, and I really just needed a day to gather myself, rest a little bit, because I just never sleep well when I am like off my routine. And I really just needed to like clean some house, you know, do errands, things like that. So I used a script sticker to mark that it was my day off. And then I'm using I guess this is more a third box than a half box, to mark in that I just cleaned house for a little while. I ended up actually not doing that much cleaning. I didn't need to do a whole lot because I had like deep cleaned the week before, and then I just needed to kind of tidy up and do some basic things after my family left. I'm taking a moment here just to put in some of the full boxes and make sure that I have them kind of spread out, because there's a couple that are similar to each other, and I wanted to make sure that they weren't like right next to each other. These pulled up really nicely on this paper. It was easy to move things around. Okay, so back to Tuesday. I put in this third box here that just to mark in that I shut off all of my work stuff. I had one thing I needed to get done that day. Other than that, I didn't do anything for work. And I just really needed the separation and the break, and it was really good, and no regrets. On this day, I hit 12.7K on YouTube, and thank you so much for subscribing, because that's exciting. I'm always like wanting to mark the milestones, because this is like an important hobby to me, and it's just become like a part of my life, and I love it. And then on Wednesday, the highlight of my day here, I used that sticker from the kit, was that I handed out the planners to the Planner Club kids, and they were so excited. My sister also sent me this picture of my nephews in their Halloween costume. They went to like a trunk or treat kind of thing. And so Grayson dressed up as a firefighter, and then cute little Stellan was a little Dalmatian. So cute. And then I also marked underneath that insurance woes. So if you've ever had any kind of like serious thing happen, then you know that you have to do a lot of stuff for the insurance. And you also have to check on it and make sure things are getting taken care of. And I'm still 10 months later or 9 months later dealing with claims from January. So anyway, it'll all get worked out. It just takes some time. On Thursday, I got my flu shot this day, so I have a picture of that. And then I also wanted to note that it felt like fall, and I just put in a cute little pumpkin paper coat girl. I didn't feel bad at all from my flu shot, which I haven't really in the past couple years, but my arm like itched at the injection site for like a few days. It was weird. That was my only symptom, but glad I got that done. And then also on this day, this was exciting. I got my rowing machine, which has really energized my workouts, and I really am loving it. It is just something to add into the mix to get me excited about working out, and that's a good thing. And then I also went on a quick walk this day. My rowing machine got delivered like, I don't know, like 7, and then I had it together by 8 that night, and so didn't take very long. And then on Friday, so first thing I wanted to mark was that this was an exhausting week, and it was only 3 days. So I think sometimes I have this theory. The short weeks are the harder weeks. Like I would almost rather just go to school like 5 days a week than take a day off, because it's just like so hard to get back in the routine and catch up on everything, and it's a lot. You have to prep before and you have to clean up after. Below that, I have a picture from our planner club meeting, and the kids were just like diving into the stickers and loving every second of it. And I used another pumpkin paper coat girl for that. And then below that, I watched the Brittany Murphy documentary on HBO Max. I think it was 3 parts. It was very good. I was a little mad, you know, like balls were dropped for sure in her life by herself and her husband and her family and everyone. But it was really sad to watch that. But it was interesting as well. And then on Saturday, I spent the morning just catching up on my YouTube watch later list. I let that thing get out of control sometimes. But it was nice to just relax a little bit and do that. And then at the bottom, I have a note here that I was currently watching Lucifer. I am still watching it, but just kind of off and on. I don't like love it, but I like it, and there's nothing else that is catching my attention right now, so I will continue to watch Lucifer. It's kind of just a fun, campy show, and I don't really have to think that much. And then in between there, I put in here just a cut down full box and then a third box to mark in that I did my first rowing workout, and I loved it. There's just something about it. It's kind of mindless. You have to think about like your stance and your, I don't know what the right word is, your like the way that you do it. You have to make sure that you're doing it right, but there's really not a whole lot to think about. You can listen to a podcast or music while you're doing it, and I just really enjoy it. And then on the weekend here, I have a cute, this is a funny quote. It's a tweet from Conan O'Brien. He said, "Didn't realize bottomless mimosas referred to the drink and not the dress code. My apologies to everyone in this airport." And that just cracked me up that morning, so I put that in. And then I put in this other lettering thing that says, "You will get there, but right now you're here, and here is wonderful." And then I had a really, really, really bad dream that I'm not going to get into, but it was a nightmare, and I couldn't think about anything else the next day. It was just really awful, really bad. And that happens sometimes. It wasn't scary. It was just like kind of like socially horrifying. And then before I finish up this side of the spread, I'm going to go to the full box on Thursday and just fill that white space. I felt like I needed to put something there. And it's a Ted Lasso quote. It says, "Do you believe in ghosts, Ted?" "I do, but more importantly, I believe they need to believe in themselves." Oh, I just love that show. Cracks me up. And then to my journaling section, I put in the This Week header just to kind of make it look a little more uniform. And then I am writing here, "I am a deeply feeling person, so of course I cried all Monday morning saying goodbye to my mom, sisters, and nephews. I am so grateful for their visit and the memories." Our little fall visit is one of my favorite things, and I hope we never stop doing it because it's just like such a special time, and fall is my favorite season, and it's just a really special thing that we have kind of kept this tradition going, and I love it. And then my favorite moment of the week was definitely my new rowing machine. So I had to kind of look at the spread for a sec to like, you know, survey the week, but that's what I went with. I really, really am enjoying my new rowing machine. So here is the finished spread. I'd be lying if I said it didn't challenge me, but that's a good thing. It's always a positive thing to push yourself to be a little bit creative and do something different, and I really love how this turned out. It's just really fun, and I haven't done kind of a monochromatic spread like this and like the bold artwork and everything. I haven't done that in a while. So it was nice to do something different, and I love how it turned out. Super cute. Next week, I'm going to do my, I'm going to get more into my Halloween spreads. It's going to be really fun. But I hope that you enjoyed this memory plan with me. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload, and I will see you next time. Bye!